Hello, everybody. Good morning. Happy Thursday. It's Dave Neal, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News. The world wants to know who will be the first ever Golden Bachelorette. We've got our theories. Martha Stewart, Kathy Lee Gifford, or will it be a contestant from Gary Turner's season of The Bachelor? We'll have to find out. Follow me on Instagram at D Neals for all your updates. This Sunday, I'll be headlining a show in Clarksville, Tennessee, outside of Nashville. So if you want to come to that, I'll have the ticket information on my Instagram. I got shows coming up in Phoenix and all these other places. All right, every morning and afternoon, Bachelor Rush Hour, the hit podcast. We're bringing it, folks. We're playing more music. We're having fun. It's a completely different vibe. Not that we're not having fun here. It's just different. It's of the audio variety. All right, let's get into it. I'm going to play a clip for you of the Today Show nominating Kathy Lee Gifford. But first, who is the Golden Bachelorette? Here are top candidates for ABC's newest dating show. Now, as we know, this show's set to film soon. I mean, it's going to be airing, I believe, this fall, correct? Which means it's going to have to start shooting in the next month or two. ABC is diving back into the senior dating pool, fresh from the success of last fall's Golden Bachelor, which led to Gary Turner's golden wedding to Teresa in a live special on January 4th. The network Saturday unveiled plans for the Golden Bachelorette. This fall, one of the 22 senior women from the original will look for love from among a pool of older men. But who will it be? Well, first of all, that's an assumption they're making. They're making an assumption that it's going to be one of these women. The leading candidates are Joan, the private school administrator from Rockville, Maryland; Leslie, the Minneapolis personal fitness trainer and Golden Bachelor runner-up who said Gary broke her heart by choosing Teresa. People familiar with the plans say Faith, a high school teacher from Washington, is also in the mix. Thanks to her passion for the dating series and survival skills, she was the third-place finisher, eliminated only after the show's hometown dates. Joan was less lucky. Despite winning a rose from Gary, Joan left the series in the third Golden Bachelor episode when her daughter faced medical complications. So Joan is a catch. Faith is a catch. I mean, they're all catches. They've all been pre-approved by the show as top-tier Golden Bachelorette nominees, but they don't have the celebrity factor, if that's what the show is trying to do. So hold on a second. What's this? Get this. Oh, these stupid. You know what I mean? You can't even click on one thing without the ads popping up. All right. Here's Hoda Kotb and Jenna Bush describing their nomination. Have a listen.
Episode, but they were having a bit of a connection. So everyone thinks
there's
that
Joan.
ABC, always be casting, is going to bring Joan back.
No, you know who it's going to be? We've already figured it out.
Yeah, we know.
Here it is.
1, 2, 3.
Kathy Lee Gifford.
All right, that's who they want.
Right? Did that blow your hat off?
Breaking news.
She would not think, by the way, she would be perfect.
Hold on. There's not enough Chardonnay in the world to get Kathy Lee there.
Not enough Chardonnay in the world. All right, producers, get that Chardonnay on ice.
What do you mean? You never know. She might. What?
Actually, that would be amazing.
By the way, she would be great. A 10 plus.
A 10 plus. Do you guys, I don't know. I was born in 85, so my early 90s were spent watching Kathy Lee, Regis and Kathy Lee. Now, you might know, what's the show called now? I mean, who knows? They went from Regis and Kathy Lee to Regis and Kelly to Kelly and, I don't know, Ryan Seacrest to Kelly and her husband. I mean, it's been all over the place. But let me tell you, the early days of Regis and Kathy Lee were like no other. What a fantastic... I feel bad for people that weren't able to witness morning television at its finest. That's how I grew up in my mornings. Very fond memories there. Either way, Kathy Lee, you know, she's sure. I mean, we'll play another clip, more of that clip, but Kathy Lee nominated. She's only 70. Okay. Well, as far as Golden Bachelor is concerned, that's right in the wheelhouse of what they're looking for. She doesn't need the money. God knows she's probably super wealthy. The journalist went on to say it's unconfirmed who will be chosen. Yeah, I don't think anyone knows who it is. So Kathy Lee's got a great story. She, of course, was married to... let's see if they show. She was married to the football broadcaster Frank Gifford from 1986 up until his death in 2015. He died at age 84. They welcomed 2 kids during their marriage, Cody and daughter Cassidy. Reps for Kathy Lee did not immediately respond for a request for comment. Let's finish the rest of this clip.
She should get her choice of all the men.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be? And Kat, you know how she is all flirty and
We
cute.
don't know. By the way,
haven't
this is
even
unconfirmed.
mentioned
We're saying this for the first time now.
Well, that's because we're starting to speak
I
things
think you
into
guys
existence.
could really do it.
Aren't we?
We're saying
The truth.
Kathy Lee would be fantastic.
And you got-
There it is, Kathy Lee. And don't get me wrong, Kathy Lee would be fantastic, but there are other people in the hunt. We've got Martha Stewart, people want. Now, again, it wouldn't be for money. Martha Stewart, how much? Like, what's she worth? Martha Stewart. I'm gonna guess 180 million net worth. I'm going to guess, but I could be 400. Golly. Well, with inflation, what's that really worth? You know what I mean? I'm kidding. 400 million as of 2020. The first billionaire when her company Martha Stewart Living went public in 1999. So her net worth was $1 billion and now it's dipped to 400 million. Pray for Martha Stewart. But again, that would, you know what you could do with Martha Stewart? You'd have a bunch of 25-year-old dudes who don't have health insurance trying to date Martha Stewart. Be like, all right, so how long do you think you're going to live? She's 82. So, wow, she's 82 to Kathy Lee's 70. Kathy Lee's only 70? I don't know why I thought she was older. Martha Stewart has been named as a fan favorite to be the first Golden Bachelorette. On Saturday, the franchise finally announced that the Golden Bachelorette will begin in the fall. This comes after the Golden Bachelor found a ton of success with the Bachelor's large fan base. I think if it was Martha Stewart, it would be fantastic. I mean, she's got great appeal on camera, and I think what a lot of people don't realize about Martha Stewart is how funny she is. I mean, she's good friends with Snoop Dogg. Come on, what does that say? I'm sorry, if you're friends with, no, I think anyone could be friends with Snoop Dogg. He's a pretty lovable guy, but just knowing that she's out there, she would be the first former cast member that's done Hard Time. I think that's interesting. Of course, how long, let's go back to Martha Stewart. How long was Martha Stewart in jail for? I completely spelled it wrong. 5 months. In July of 2004, Stewart was found guilty of 1 count of conspiracy, 2 counts of making false statements, and 1 count of obstruction of agency proceedings, and spent 5 months in a minimum security prison, followed by 5 months of home confinement. I tell you what, no one probably has better home confinement than Martha Stewart. She's like, well, for month 3 of home confinement, we're redoing the duvet covers in a floral decor. It's like, what are you doing? We love Martha Stewart. So if I had to make my guess, I would guess that it'll be a contestant from Gary's season, just for the fact that I think the show would have an easier time manipulating and controlling them. I mean, imagine if you're like, Martha, you got to come to set. She's like, I'm worth $400 million. I'll come to set when I damn please. You know what I mean? But Martha Stewart and Kathy Lee Gifford, unlike just some random reality star, they've spent years working for major corporations, being Kathy Lee Gifford, working, of course, in the ABC pipeline and NBC when she had her show, the 19th hour of the Today Show or whatever. So they've got these relations that will make it easy to get them on payroll, as it were. Don't mess with Delco. Name Susan the next Golden Bachelorette, or else. Our case for her to take the role. So some are saying make it Susan. No offense to Susan, I haven't heard many rumors that have her in the running, although I think she would be great. She's almost cemented now as the minister of Golden Bachelor, so she can't marry herself. To the esteemed producers of ABC's Bachelor franchise, we, the city of Philly, come to you earnestly with one request. Make Susan Knowles the first Golden Bachelorette. ABC confirmed Saturday its latest Bachelor Nation spinoff, a female-fronted version of its iteration for contestants older than 60. The news follows the inaugural Golden Bachelor's massive success this fall. The Golden Bachelor reached 43.4 million total viewers aged 35 after 35 days of viewing across linear and streaming platforms. The leading lady hasn't been named publicly yet, but to us, we lost it. But to us, only one choice is clear. Susan Knowles, 66 years young, won fans over with their Collar County spunk on full display for viewers. All right, so you've got Kathy Lee, Susan. You know what? No one said anything about Kathy Swartz, Nancy, or April, the group of women formerly known as ASKN. The guessing game. On a Reddit thread, fans of the show attempted to guess who would take the lead in the upcoming Golden season. One wrote, didn't some previous article mention someone who's already famous? One more, these articles are just garbage. They're probably written by AI. I should get my channel I should have AI just completely, scan my face and just make these slop videos. But we're here for it. Here's Susan Lucci, okay, from daytime, the Hall of Fame of daytime TV, right? So she's in the running as well. I think Susan Lucci might be a really good contender because, she's, I don't want to say less famous than Kathy Lee, just a different type of fame. And coming from the daytime TV world, I feel like that would be a cool mix. It's like not someone who's mega celebrity. I don't know, folks. I don't know. It could be anybody. It could be someone we haven't even mentioned here. My guess is it'll be Joan. That's my guess. Joan was a beautiful lady who all signs were pointing towards her going straight to the top, and then she left the show. Fans are clamoring for more, but again, we'll have to see how it all plays out. Leave a comment. Let me know who you think it's going to be. I'll be back with more content right after this.